Hello and welcome to my live. Bear with me, you guys. I have not done a live makeup, like get ready with me on YouTube ever. I go live on here a lot, but I've never done my makeup live on here. I've done live makeup on my Instagram before a long time ago. During 2020, I did. Hi, Bethany. Because, there wasn't much else to do. I'm going to try to clip my hair back. So hopefully you guys can see me. You can hear me. Hey, Sarah. Oh, thanks. Good old natural here, but I do have a ring light and I'm sitting in front of a window. So don't let the good lighting fool you. Hi, Nadia. Got to take the glasses off, so let my eyes adjust. Yes, we are fresh, clean skin. I did do my skin prep already. So I did hyaluronic acid. I did my Ilia milk toner. And I put primer on. So that was like maybe an hour ago. These glasses are going to come off and on. Hello. All right, you guys. I'm excited. Thank you guys so much for tuning in because I'm like solo. Mike usually does these lives with me. So I'll stop periodically and read through the comments and stuff. The first, and I'm going to kind of highlight some of the products I'm using. I've been obsessed with my BK Beauty, honestly, so far. And they're actually having a sale right now. So I'm going to pin some of the products I use as I go. But I love this bag from them for brushes. How cool is that? Because when you're traveling, you can fit all your brushes and some of your makeup in there. And then when you go to do your makeup, it acts as a stand. I love this thing. It's the little things. I love travel organization stuff. And the funny thing is, these days I hardly travel. Hi, Monica. All right, we'll catch you later. I love it. Hi, Michelle, Sandra, Angelica. Oh, got a lot of people in the house. All right, you guys. Okay. So I guess we should get started. Now, you know what's ironic, because this is my life. I have stuff going on in the house today. I have so many like different repairs and things going, so the dogs are a little unsettled. But yeah, that's my life. That's really like my life around here anyway. All right, so I'm going to start with this. I have felt so pale lately. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure I look white as a ghost, but I have to say, I did my little quick spray tan by Peta Jane that I've talked about, just to give myself like some body color, because I've just felt so not good lately, just pale and pasty and just not cute. So I'm starting with this to kind of give my face some color, because my face feels very pale as well. So I'm going to kind of concentrate it right off of my little mirror thing here, like I put it all over, but the concentrated area is kind of like where the sun would hit. Anyone got any good? Oh, Mike, you're on here, huh? You want to see my makeup? He got kicked out of the room. He's like, he had to come get his laptop. I kicked him out. Anyone got any good Valentine's plans? We have 0 plans. Go figure. No plans are the best plans. Okay, so I'm just going to put this in. Blend it in. It'll look instant sun-kissed glow. I don't know about you guys, but when I'm tan, I feel so much better. And I can tell I look pretty tan right here. You know what I did on my body? I did the Peta Jane spray, which, for the wintertime, that's enough. I don't want to go through the whole process of like my tanning routine in the winter. So I did the Peta Jane spray, and then I did the L'Oreal Lumi Glotion, And that's where the shimmer's coming from. It's for the face, but I use it for my body. Ooh, the Keys. How fun. I've never been to the Keys, but I want to go. Yeah, I feel so pale. I did a video. What was it? I don't know. A makeup video. I think it was my concealer video. And I watched it. I was like, gosh, I need to bronze. It's time. Okay. So that's kind of like what I do underneath my foundation is the bronzer. I'm going to go in with my foundation now. I use this mirror as my little painter's palette thing. And there's still some bronzer on there, but I'll leave it and mix the remaining of mix my foundation with it. So I just do a pump, maybe like a pump and a half of foundation. And I gotta find the foundation brush in here. Well, I'll pin the set. This is the face set that I have, and it has this foundation brush from BK Beauty. It's the 101. It's so good. It puts your foundation on really fast because it's big, it's dense, it's soft. And then I just kind of pat it on the skin. I'm using Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. My color is 5.1. I love this foundation. I feel like it's very forgiving on mature skin. But there's good coverage. I need coverage. I have sunspots and discoloration right here on my cheeks, mostly here. But I have to say, you can see them, but it used to be much darker, and that's the tretinoin. And that's also why my face gets so pale, by the way. It's the tretinoin, because the tretinoin keeps your skin so fresh and like keeps the layers, the fresh layers there, and you don't hold color on your face. It kind of like makes you pale. So you need the bronzing products. So you need stuff like this. Like this is like a peptide serum too. So it's hydrating. And it's not super pricey. I like it. I like it better than the Drunk Elephant bronzing drops. I did use those for a while. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you, Andrea. Dave and Buster's, the Keys, fun. I used my gift card yesterday and got a lot of stuff. Should have got that too. What did I miss something? What did you get? Oh, the Lumi. Oh yeah. Yeah. The Lumi is good. What else? What did you get, Rachel, with your gift card? Anything fun and exciting? Okay, so once I make sure that I have the foundation kind of like all over, I'll just spend some time and just press it in. So it's nice and pressed into the skin. The reason I like to take my time with this is because if you rush the steps and you start applying other products right on top of your foundation, it just kind of starts to mix it together and it creates like, just like, I don't know. It's kind of like if I put bronzer on here, it's going to mix in with the foundation and it's just going to look dirty. So I also like to foundation my lips. I like the colorless lips to start with. That's just the way I roll. I don't use Saint. I have not used Saint in a really long time. Oh, I love the True Match. I'm gonna use it today. Yeah, Saint was my 2020 pandemic stuck at home makeup. You know what honestly with me, and I use Merit. I use like all my Sephora stuff. I used Saint for a while. I love products. I love trying new things. I love testing things. And when it was Saint, I got bored. I got bored because there was like not enough products to try and different things to do. And especially with social media, I do a lot of that stuff, you know, and so I try to avoid the under eye with the foundation, by the way, because we're just going to put concealer under there. I'm trying to think, I should do a little color correcting. I'm going to color correct the under eye a little bit. This is the e.l.f. This is a drugstore product. It's like a peachy color, and it will color correct the blue. I don't know if you guys can tell. I have a lot of veins under my eyes. I'm so veiny, and like when I get real excited and talk with a lot of animation, this one kind of pulsates. I hate it, honestly. And I have a big thick vein right in here. Most people do, but I really do. And I also kind of I feel like I have thin skin. So I'm going to color correct my eyelids and my under eye. It'll make the concealer look so much better. A lot of times, we think we're covering up our dark circles with our concealer, but a bright concealer on top of blue or brown circles will not actually cover it. Sometimes it makes it look worse. So I'm using this hourglass brush to blend out that color corrector, and it'll kind of neutralize some of those colors. Sorry, I'm just trying to read the comments. All right, Shannon, I got all the tips. Any questions for me? Shoot, I will peek into the chat as I can. Maybe I should have Mike in here helping me answer questions, huh? I'm blind. You know, I'm a little concerned with as my eyesight gets worse. How do you do makeup when you can't have your glasses on? You know what I need? The one with, let's just like one lens so that I can see with one eye. Okay, so there, I feel a little better, like color corrected. It really helps a lot. And you'll see that you'll be able to achieve that more brighter concealer look when you color correct first. Okay. Now I'm going to do my eyebrows, and my eyebrows is all drugstore too lately, and I'm excited about it because I used to spend kind of a lot on my eyebrow products. They are microbladed, by the way, but you know, I overplucked in the 90s, so this area right here, even though it's microbladed, it kind of fades and kind of gets discolored after a while, so I have to draw lines in here. But I don't have to do much. But this is the e.l.f. Wow Brow. It's only like $5. And it works really good. So I'm just going to draw on. Not draw on, that sounds bad. I just kind of comb it through. I use kind of the tip of it. Be careful here, you guys. Don't bring the tip of your eyebrow too low. That'll draw your eyes down. I'll never forget a few seasons back. It was the bad season for Erica Jane on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. It was the season after like everything happened with her husband. I don't know what her makeup artist was thinking, but he did her eyebrows so downturned that she looked like just miserable because it made her eyes look like frowny, really bad. Oh yeah, I love this. It's the best product, and I cannot believe it's only like $5. I'm so glad you like it. Okay, so I'm gonna do this side. Oh shoot, I forgot to bring my little Q-tips in here. So that's what I do with that, and then I go in with the Maybelline Build-A-Brow. Oh my God. I should totally do the voiceover thing with Mike. That would be hilarious. That would be so funny. Okay, so then with this little guy, I just draw the strokes. So let me actually use this little mirror so I can actually see. His commentary would actually be funny. Maybe I should get him to come in here. Let me send him a text. Hopefully you guys can see. I think you can see. That's why I'm using the little mirror so you guys can actually see what I'm doing close up. I will say, keep in mind, I am not a makeup artist. I am just your average person doing my own makeup. I don't think I can do makeup on somebody else. God help me. That is a real craft. All right, so there's the brows. And sometimes when I go too heavy, what I do is I kind of will brush it out a little bit. I think there's a little spoolie on this other side. I never really use it though. Oh, it's clear on the other side. I've never used the clear gel. That's so funny. But I use just the spoolie here and I just kind of make it look a little more natural. And that's the brows. Hey, Karen, long time no talk. Do I wear makeup to the gym? No, I look like a hot mess express. You guys see what I look like when I go to the gym. Sarah, I go to the gym, the way I look like during off topic, I usually go straight to the gym after that. No makeup. I literally look like a hot mess. Now, if I already have makeup on, I am not going to take it off, but I don't put makeup on for the gym. All right, so this is a Rare Beauty contour. Color is Solace, and I'm just going to dab a couple of little dabs, right? Like where the top of the ear. Be very careful with your contour because you don't want it to drag your face down. You want to put it higher than you think. A lot of people think they need to put it in the hollows. But you don't. You want to put it higher because if you put it in the hollows, it's just going to make you look old. For lack of a better explanation there. Okay, here go my dogs. So now I'm just going to blend this out. Charles, stop. I know that sometimes my dogs start barking in my videos and I've gotten a few people get kind of upset about it. But I'm sorry. This is just my life. So with contour, any layer after foundation, make sure you just do this motion and not a swiping motion because otherwise you'll just lift up your foundation. But with the contour, I kind of put it everywhere I have the bronzer too, just like where the sun would hit. But like contour, you want to think about things you want to bring in. So the reason why I put it here, under here, is kind of, it will bring, if you have like a saggy neck or a double chin, you could put it on your double chin and it'll minimize the appearance of your double chin. Oh yeah, I've had people like make comments like saying, would you mind like not having your dogs around when you're shooting videos because it's very distracting. I'm like, I'm sorry, but they're always with me. It's like I can't do that. I do try to edit out their barking in my videos, but if I'm gonna go live, I mean that's just it's gonna happen. So there's the bronzer. Now I'm gonna do some blush. What do I want to do? It's so funny because the minute that I decide to go live and like I'm going live and I go out into my household, everybody needs me. I mean, mom life, right? Or, you know, like everybody needs me. So I put blush kind of in the same place where the contour went. I usually do a little touch, a little tiny dot on the top of my nose. Actually, I forgot I want to contour my nose too. So I'll do that in a sec. Yeah, I mean, I get the dogs annoy me sometimes too when I'm trying to do something, but I have, there's no way to control it. And like I said, I have workers today here. We're doing some things in the house, so. What kind of foundation? I use Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk. My color is 5.1. So I do, obviously we do all cream products first. The brand of brush makes a huge difference, I have to say. For one, cheaper brushes, well, the application, the type of brush you use, all of that does make a huge difference. Since I decided to, and they don't have to be the most expensive brushes, BK Beauty, I would say, is like middle of the road in terms of cost. I used to use a lot of Hourglass brushes, which are kind of pricey. This used to be my favorite concealer brush, but since I discovered BK Beauty, their brushes are so good. It kind of like helped me create or rejuvenate my love of makeup again. Because when you use a good brush, it helps with application so much. So like, for example, this is their 101 foundation brush. Look how dense that is. It is so soft. It's like velvet. So it gives you like a nice flawless finish with your foundation. And so it's not streaky. So like if you look close up, like it's not streaky. It's just like a nice sheer veil on your face. And that is this brush. I think that this brush is what set that company off, and like, because I think it went viral. They have this one and they have one that's a little bit smaller. But I think I got it. I'm going to pin all of the sets I have for BK Beauty. I actually just ordered, because they have a sale, the Nikki LaRose set too, with their Valentine's special. That's the one that I have pinned. But the ones that I'm using right now are, I think it's this one. So good. The sets are cheaper if you buy them in a set. 15% off right now. I think there's the free, oh yeah, they're doing the free lash curler for orders of $100 or more. All right, so blush is on. I'm going to do my concealer. My L'Oreal True Match. Let me see if I, some questions. Sorry, guys. I know there's all these coffee cups in the house. So you guys, the coffee cups is the coffee brigade is my channel membership. A lot of them are my clients, if you don't know. But you can become a channel member and you get a little coffee cup next to your name. Yep, I have my jacket in the background. Can you see it with my patches on it? Isn't it cute? I'm obsessed with my jacket. I'm actually, what I did with my jacket was Actually, I should probably do my eyeshadow first, but I'll do part of my concealer and then we'll go back to eyeshadow. See what happens when I get distracted. This is the best concealer brush, best one. It's the A506 from BK Beauty. It fits so perfectly right in here. And then you just kind of tap it in. I'm only going to do a little bit of concealer right now. I'll go back in after because I want to do my eyeshadow. But so for my patches, I ironed them on like a quick little iron. But I like the way they look when they're stitched. So I just iron them on so that I can put them in the right place. And I'm going to take it in to get stitched. The Dior, which I'm going to use today, I'm obsessed with that. I've been using that every single day since I got it. I'm going to see if I can make the chat bigger. I wish I could make it bigger so I could see because I'm blind as a bat. So let me see. I can't. All right. Hi, Lisa. All right, so I'm going to do some eyeshadow and then we'll get back to concealer. Because I've been loving this, the Merit pot. This is in the color Mid-Century. I love these like one and done eyeshadows, even though I'm going to do a little more than just that. But I do love like just a cream eyeshadow. And then I kind of just concentrate it first on the bottom of the lid. And then I kind of will feather it up a little bit. I like to come out and I'll clean that up with the concealer after. You miss my closet? Oh gosh, I don't miss being in there. I hated being in there all the time. When we move, I'm going to I already told Mike, move over, Captain, because we're going to share the closet in the bedroom. I don't want an entire room, just my closet anymore, being surrounded by stuff. The clothes behind me is like I style outfits for like the podcast, or if I have like brand collaborations or something that I need to do work-wise, I will put it on this little thing. But other than that, I no longer hang out or work in my closet. So these shadows I love. So I just kind of put it just with one brush. This is just like a flat BK Beauty brush, the 203, I think. This is the shadow. Let me pin it. This is the shadow. And I like to come out a little bit because this will make your eyes look bigger. You can make or break your whole look with the wrong or right makeup placement. Milky toner, let's see. Oh, not at all, Lacey. I'll answer that in a sec. Gina, I heard the road glazing milk, you get like 4.5 ounces and it's like 20 or I don't know, $30 versus the Ilia milk toner that I'm about halfway done with already. And that one was like $60. Crazy. Okay, bladder control. Okay, so before I started HRT, what really helped me a lot was benfotiamine. I think it's vitamin B1 basically, but a lot of women, I guess, like older women, are deficient in that, and it helps with bladder control. It made a big difference for me before I started HRT. So when I started HRT, I stopped using that to see if the HRT would fix the bladder issues. It pretty much did, just by taking estrogen helped with the bladder. But my doctor also recommended, if I still had issues, to use like an estrogen cream. But I don't. I decided to use my estrogen cream on my face. But for the most part, bladder is good. Every once in a while, I will be like walking, like on a long walk, and I realize, like, oh shoot, I'm leaking a little bit every once in a while. But it was debilitating when it was really, really bad. There's very, very few, if any, things that can be TMI for me. Yeah. So benfotiamine, I got it on Amazon and it worked. It made my life a lot better. HRT helped a lot, but there's a lot of people who can't take HRT. So try that. Let me know. Report back, because it really helped me, and I hope it helps you. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little more shadow. I don't always do all of this stuff with my makeup, by the way. We're chatting, and so I'm taking my time, and I'm going to go in with light colors. So I'm going to this is my Master Mattes by Makeup by Mario. I love it. Just a little tip. Make sure that you keep it light, kind of on the inside of your eye, and like up here, keep the shadow light, because otherwise it gives you like a narrowing of your eyes. It'll narrow it. So I just kind of go in with those. Kind of on the inner corner and up in here. And then I can bring it over here too, because you can highlight like the brow bone. Ask away if you have any questions. HRT, nutrition, all that stuff. Happy to help. Okay. Let's see. What do I have pinned? So this is the palette. This is a great palette. If you guys just want like an easy everyday makeup palette, this is a really, really good one. Makeup by Mario. That's so crazy, Lacey. Yeah, it really does help that. So now really pay attention and make sure you're taking, enough. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker color just on the outer corner. I'm going to take these combination of these two. I use this brush because it's slanted, so it like slants up. Remember, with shadow and anything like this, you always want like up, because you don't want to bring anything down. We're trying to lift with makeup. We don't want to drag our faces down. So I'll concentrate it a lot on the outer corner right here with the slant, like point. The slant will point down, but you will kind of drag it up a little bit. And then I'm going to show you another tip, especially if you have hooded eyes. Did I answer about the dupe? The dupe, I don't know. Someone recommended a dupe, but the one I know of it that's a somewhat of a dupe that's cheaper than the Ilia is the Rhode. The Rhode Glazing Milk. That's the one I'm going to try next. So here's another, especially if you have hooded eyes, but if you're aging, makeup over 40, Do not put your dark color, even though that's what everyone says, like deep in your crease or too low. You want to almost pretend and make a crease that's higher. So you want it kind of like a windshield wiper motion, but above your crease. That is going to wake up your eyes. So like up here. So not your actual crease, but a crease that you're creating. And then the one thing I can say about eyeshadow is kind of take your time. Take your time with it. Less is more, and then just blend. So it's so funny because Alyssa actually pointed it out. She's so sweet. I always take compliments from her because I don't get them that often. But she's like, Mom, you've really started doing your makeup so much better. She goes, because I came across an old picture and your eyelids kind of looked hooded. And I was like, yeah, it's because the way I was doing my eyeshadow. And the funny thing is I've actually had people ask me if I had upper bleph. Upper bleph is when you take off the skin, which maybe someday I will, because I have a lot of skin up here. And then if it hoods even more, eventually maybe I'll have to take that out. But if you look at pictures when I didn't do that with my makeup, my eyelids look hooded. I have to get this question. Yeah, okay, let's see. Do you ever have issues with puffiness? Like I don't have time to fix it before makeup to minimize. Oh, puffiness. Yeah, ice roller. Do an ice roller. If you tend to be puffy, wake up immediately in the morning and like while you're brushing your teeth with one hand, ice roll with the other hand. That helps a lot with puffiness. Okay, question on macros, navigating it. It just depends on where I'm at if I'm not trying to actively lose weight and be in a calorie deficit, just maintenance, I do a lot of eyeballing. I do a lot of eyeballing and monitoring my weight. And then if it creeps up, then I know that I need to start kind of tracking or hunkering down. And when I'm in maintenance, I just focus on, am I getting in my protein? Only protein. That's all I worry about. So if you are tracking macros during the week and then not on the weekend and you feel good, look good, the scale's not creeping up, I think that's great. I always think that the looser you can be while being where you want to be physique wise, the better. Not trying to put unnecessary rules on yourself. If you, like, I literally have a client right now, I stopped her tracking. I didn't want her to track anymore because I didn't feel like she was an overeater. And I felt like the tracking stressed her out and it works for her not to track at all. So everyone's kind of different. But if you're having success, now if the scale's creeping up, then your weekends are getting too out of hand. That's what you need to change. Don't change what you're doing during the week. Just tighten it up on the weekend. Yeah, see, that's perfect. An ice roller. Okay, so there's the eyeshadow. I will put some illuminator on there after as well, but I'm going to do some eyeliner. This is a newer eyeliner for me. I think I'm going to do the lighter one. I'm going to tag it because it's really good. It goes on very, very easily. Let me see if I have it in here. I don't have it. Okay, it is called. Oh, is this it? No, Patrick Ta. Actually, before I do my liner, no, it's okay. I'll do the liner. I don't have it in here, but this is called the Fenty Fly Girl or something like that. And the color is Puppy Eyes. It's a little twisty. And let me get my little mirror. Okay. Oh, I'm going to do my nose in a sec, so you'll see it. Okay. So with the liner, if you want a little wing, listen, I'm not doing like a liquid wing. Okay. God help me. That would not work. But when you get a liner that goes on really easily, and I will link all of the products I'm using today down in the description, but this is the key. You have to get a mirror and you look straight ahead. This is huge, you guys. I used to do this all the time. I would lean down and look in my mirror and it would be so misplaced. So look straight ahead. Hopefully you guys can see that. And you put the liner in between the top and the bottom and look straight ahead and just close your eyes a little bit and then pull out. That's it. Do the same with the other eye. Close your eyes a little, pull out. And then it's in the right place. Now, it is a lot easier when you don't have big old lashes, but then I will kind of hold my lashes down and kind of bring the liner. See, the placement ends up being perfect. Then I just bring the liner on the lid. Another tip, do not bring the liner all the way across the lid. It's going to make your eyes look small. I only bring it maybe like this much, like up to here. And then I will kind of just smudge it out a little with a little smudge brush. Don't wear too much liner on your eyes. It's just going to make your eyes look small. I can't tell anything that I'm doing. I can't tell if you guys can see anything. So hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I just have a mirror. I don't have like the screen up. Okay. So for the liner, that's what I do. I also put it on the bottom, but I wait until I'm done with my concealer for that. I take this little smudge brush from BK Beauty and I smudge it out a little. Now, yeah, I line the top lid a little bit, but I just don't go all the way across. This liner has such a pretty little shimmer to it. I love it. But just don't go all the way across unless you really want that look, but know that it's going to make a narrowing of your eyes a little bit. So now that I've done that, I'm going to just kind of like blend my eyeshadow all a little bit better. I'm going to go in and finish my concealer now because remember I didn't really finish it. I have this other concealer that I'm going to show you guys too. I am going to do my nose contour in a sec because I don't know. Sometimes it comes out atrocious and sometimes it comes out good. But the concealer, the reason why I like to usually do the eyeshadow before the concealer is because I clean up my eyeshadow with the concealer. I do this. This gives you an instant eye lift. See that? Instant eye lift. So you can come out far with your eyeshadow, but then you clean it up like that. Then I also do the tip of my nose. This is part of the nose contour. And I'll do a little in the middle. I do some in the forehead. And then I also, this is what the marionettes, and then down here, which you guys, you know what I wanted to talk about? I want to talk about my filler, my face filler. So I did get filler in here, like right in here. And where else did she put it? In here a little bit. That's all we did. We didn't do any nasal labial or anything up there. just here and here, like in here. It was traumatic. I didn't expect it to be so much trauma to my face. It took me 2 weeks. I'm just now the swelling is gone. It was kind of traumatic. I can't explain it other than I didn't expect it to be like my body to respond like my whole body was achy, like I don't know, it felt weird. But now that it's done, I do feel I like it. I do. I'm happy with it. But I do put concealer in here because it just minimizes all of this situation going on in here. I had a lot of wrinkling in here, and that's kind of better. But this is all just baby fat, body fat. Oh yeah, fish oil causes bruising. Fish oil, I always have to stop it for a few days before. I bruised a little bit. It wasn't that. It wasn't the bruising. It was the swelling. And like my face was just stiff. All right. So we're just going to blend this out. Yeah. My body went into like a shock. That's a perfect way to explain it. I was off. I do Botox every like 3 to 4 months. I find that I can go a little longer now. If you take zinc, if you take the recommended daily intake of zinc, it makes your Botox last longer. That's a little midlife BFF tip for you guys. What does the arnica do? So with concealer, I also try to make sure I go kind of like nice up here with the nose. I might have to go back in with concealer because I did things a little backwards on my nose because I'm going to do a little contour. Where's their contour? Oh, in front of my face. Okay, so I'm going to use this is what I have. This is the that Rare Beauty contour again, and I'm going to just do 2 lines. Let me do it on here. Oh, for bruising. I just do 2 lines, one on each side. I try to do a real light hand. Just like that. I like to do a line like that because it'll give you a little button nose. I like to do a little thing right there. That's enough. That's going to spread all over. So I don't need any more than that. Oh yeah, zinc. Zinc helps a lot. That is a tip of the day if you want your Botox to last. A lot of people are deficient in zinc too. They don't realize it. Okay, so now this is the best brush. Let me see if I have this linked because I have to tag it. It's so good. This is from Patrick Ta. This is the Patrick Ta Nose Contour brush. And I just take this and I blend it. See how that is? And I just kind of like go along those lines. I hope you guys can see this. And then you just kind of like swipe. And then see, this is what I love about this brush. See how it fits right in there? Because that's what you want to do with your nose contour. When I don't contour my nose, or if I forget, I feel like my nose looks so fat. because I'm just so used to contouring it. So then I will use my finger. I use my finger a lot for makeup. The finger is such a good like blending tool. And then I will flip it around and I will just kind of blend out any harsh lines. Anyone got a hot date for Valentine's? It's so close to my birthday that Valentine's has never been like a special thing. You guys want to hear a funny Valentine's story? That when Mike and I were dating many, many years ago, we were dating and we were like casually dating for a long time before we made it like official. But I knew that I was like top of the food chain, so to speak, because we spent Valentine's Day together when we were not together. So I was like, huh, okay. That's very interesting. All right, what next? Now I have all the creams on. I'll set. Oh yeah, I don't know what he's making for dinner. You know what? Probably burgers. It's Friday night. Come on, you guys know it's better than that. I'm just gonna set, and this is just the setting powder I have with me in here, and this is the all-nighter from Urban Decay. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's, I think he is making burgers. Yeah, heart-shaped burgers. I don't know. Does Mike strike you as the romantic type? Does he strike you as the type who'd give heart-shaped burgers? I'm dying. Okay. Now we are going to go in with some powder. So I'll do a little powdered bronzer first. So Dior, warm up my face. Aw, that's cool. Plans with your son. My kids get Valentine's, by the way. They will always get Valentine's, Easter baskets, all the things. This is the Dior bronzer. And this is the large, the 103 from BK Beauty. I love this brush. Hilda, you made it. So I'm just, man, I'm like going all out bronzy this time because I just realized maybe that's why I feel kind of blah, because I'm just so pale right now. So we're going bronze vibes for this makeup look, even though it's raining. Okay, so that's it for bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with some powdered blush. So basically all the liquids, I kind of go in with all the powders. Oh, you gave Skeeter a bath. So Alyssa calls me this morning upset and says, Mom, what do I do? And shows me her cream colored couch has a poop stain on it because Scarlett rubbed her butt on the couch. I thought it was too funny. Okay, I'm going to go in. This is Mellow Mauve from Makeup by Mario, and I'm just going to tap that in. This is where I like placement on blush. I like to go up my face. I don't like to put it in here. Yeah, I told her she needs white vinegar, baking soda. She's like, Mom, I have none of those things. I'm like, well, you better get on DoorDash or Instacart or something and get it delivered. And I also like to tap the blush on my nose a little bit. Yeah, she's not happy. It was pretty funny. Okay, that is on. Now we are going to go in with some loose powder. This is the Makeup by Mario in the light pink or the fair pink. This brush is the best brush ever, by the way. It's the 110 by BK Beauty. I love this. It's almost like you can blend out your concealer with this too. It works really well. It's almost like a beauty blender, and if a beauty blender and a brush had a baby. I don't like to do a wet beauty blender. I find that if you do that, you're just going to take off your makeup. So I just go in with this, and I'm now going to set that under eye. This is really what will give you that like flawless, filtered look. Even if obviously I'm going to do, obviously I'm doing a lot of makeup. We're chatting, you don't have to do some crazy routine. I do some quick routines too with like my Merit sticks. There's so many different things you can do with makeup. So that's it for the setting powder, like the concentrated areas right in the T-zone under the eyes. And then I will, so you want to just with this, make sure you coat the brush nicely. Like I usually like to go and blend it out in the cap. This is so finely milled that it creates like this little dust. That's what you want. You got to be really careful with setting powders when you have mature skin. And then I also will powder around my mouth quite a bit because this is going to help minimize those wrinkles and just set everything nicely. Then I'll go underneath, take any excess and kind of put it under here. And then whatever's left in the cap, I take this big old BK Beauty brush. I love it. It's almost just, I like the way it feels. So that's why I like to do it. And I just kind of go over my whole face. Oh, sunscreen. I already did sunscreen. Before I started, I didn't do it on camera, but I used the Paula's Choice because it's like a serum, very serum-y. It's a chemical sunscreen. The mineral sunscreens are not good for if you're filming or taking pictures. It's going to leave like a white cast under your makeup. So, but it worked. I love the Paula's Choice sunscreen. It's the best because it doesn't leave a white cast. It feels like skincare. It feels like a serum. You're too nice to me, Nadia. Okay, so then I'm going to do my lip. But one of my favorite things lately, I'm not kidding, I did that video on it because I just love this thing so much, is this thing. The Dior Backstage. I feel like it just, I don't know, it makes me happy. I can't even explain it. It just like it brightens up your whole look. So most of it I do with my fingers, to be honest, but I will apply a little bit as a blush topper. We'll go with this pink. And let's just kind of wake up the cheeks a little bit. I love it. It's the best, honestly. And I think it's not bad $48. I can imagine this is going to last a really long time. Okay, so then I love this. Okay, watch. I just go in with my finger and I just top the lid. Look how pretty this looks. It kind of just like wakes up your shadow, and all of a sudden it looks like you have fancy shadow on. And I'm not kidding. People are like, what shadow are you wearing? I'm not doing much with the shadow. It's this that's like making it look fancy. And just with my finger, go figure. Doesn't that look pretty? I love it. Sometimes I just keep going and going because I love it so much. Then the tools, the makeup tools, you guys. Then I go with my pinky and I use the little champagne color. And remember how I said keep it light on the inside? Keep it, now you put this on the inside. You can even, oh, sorry guys, there they go. You can even touch both in the light and the champagne color and then go in the corner. Charles? Okay, what do we think? Now I'm going to do the other side. Charles, get over here. I'm having such a hard time because Phoebe has been in heat. I need to get her fixed. She's not. And so she's acting out, and it's been a rough week around here. So there, see how that brightens up the eye look? I love it. And so then I also will take a finger. I'm running out of fingers here. Which one did I do the light? Okay. And I'm going to touch my nose, the tip, and then whatever's left, kind of just touch the bridge. I'll use it one more time. I'll show you in a sec, but first let me do my under eye. I use this to, like I said, I like the awake, bright, lifted look. That has been my theme because, you know, I'm older. On the way to 50 now, as Mike would say, on the road to 50, I use this color Bisque in the waterline because it kind of just gives you an awake look. So I use that on both sides. Then I go in with the liner on the bottom now. This is the same Fenty liner in the puppy eyes color. And this, it has a shimmer to it, so it's so pretty. You see the shimmer? It's really very pretty in person. Sometimes I like to connect up into the corner. So there's that. Then I will get my little smudge brush again and the bronzer. And we will smudge the lower. Anyone have any questions? Anything exciting to share? Gossip? So that's it for the liner. Yeah, Bisque. You need it. The best. Makeup Forever Artist Color Pencil in Bisque. Okay, now I'm going to do lip. What do I want to do for my lip? I'm really liking this Hue. Color is Hue. Makeup by Mario pencil. The Ultra Suede liner. So I think I'll do that. So what I do with my lips is I connect the Cupid's bow, like the peaks. I draw a line from one to the other. and then I fill in the middle. It'll give you an instant like little pout. And I slightly overline. Full disclosure, I do have lots of lip filler in there, but I haven't gotten lip filler in 3 years. But I don't need it. I'm in lip filler jail, but I used to have 0 lips. So I'd like to keep them this size. I don't want them any bigger, but I don't want them to get smaller either. So I'll probably have to get filler again at some point. So just slightly overline the Cupid's bow, and then I'll follow the lip. But I don't go all the way down, because then that's going to give you that downturned look. So then at the bottom, slightly overline just in the middle. Yeah, lip filler. Listen, I know you guys know, okay? I know you know, because all those videos live on this YouTube channel. They are atrocious. I know that you know that I used to have claw nails that were this long and overfilled lips. When someone comments on one of my old videos, I cringe so bad. I cringe. Ugh, awful. Okay, so then I just turn it over and I use this to kind of smudge it out. You know, like I only recently started using any color at all on my lips. I could never imagine. I don't think there's ever been a red lip on these lips. You can even with the lips go a step further if you want to create that pout and pull, like kind of create almost like you're drawing like Betty Boop lips. Like this. Almost like you're drawing a circle, like right in there. And it just gives you a pout when you go to put on whatever lipstick you're going to wear. So I then am going to find a lipstick. Okay, we're going to do MAC Honey Love. And then we're going to do a gloss. This, I love this. It's called Nano. I think it's like Westman Atelier. Just a little bit on the gloss. And then just like, you don't want to like overdo it. Too much product. And then one last thing that I like to do, back to this little palette, you can highlight, so touch both the light colors, the Cupid's bow. Isn't that cool? Just give it a little tiny highlight. And then we set. And that's it, you guys. My makeup is done. And guess what? I'm going nowhere. Ow, my little clip got stuck. all made up and nowhere to go. I do need to go flat iron my hair, do something with this hair of mine. What do we think? Put my glasses on so I can see now. You got to try it, Hilda. Let me know how it goes. Yeah, Karen, the white cast with the sunscreen. You got to use don't use a mineral sunscreen. I know they sound healthy and wonderful, but they don't work under makeup. A mineral sunscreen is like a day at the beach where you're not wearing makeup. You need the Dior. Do you see how many times I used it? I used it literally on my entire face. It's not just for highlighting. Get yourself a Valentine, the Dior Backstage Glow Palette. Sorry, I'm going back and reading all the comments. Anything I missed? Any questions for me, you guys, on any of the products or life and all the things as I clean up? I know that the Dior palette, it does go out of stock a lot, but you know what you can do? I have a little hack for Sephora, by the way. Do a Sephora same day order, but do it on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. Usually Tuesday. They get their stock on Tuesday. They usually restock their shelves and then they'll fill their orders. Every time I do an order any other day than a Tuesday, I only get like a few of my products, even though it said they were in stock when I ordered them. But when I do Tuesdays, I get everything. Like the Dior palette was one of those things. I had tried to get it a few times. Oh, thanks, Sarah. Yeah, when you guys use my links, you're supporting the cause over here. I appreciate it very much. You know, I'm very transparent about that stuff, but I also say this. Before you feel the need to go buy new makeup, see if you can go in your drawers and spark some joy out of something that you already have. So for example, maybe you have some highlighters that are similar to this. You know, maybe now you'll use the same methods that I did today, but you'll use some of those other highlighters. You can try the techniques with the products you already have. Some of my favorite products, though, I love are doing the liquid the shadows in a pot. I love the MAC ones too. Who did the MAC ones a long time ago? I did that. All right, bye. Have a great Valentine's Day, you guys. Remember to practice self-love. I just did a self-love workshop with all of my clients yesterday. So you guys should have self-love on the brain. Maybe part of self-love is splurging on the Dior highlighter palette. Or the makeup bag that I use that literally fits everything in here. I love this thing. Oh, you know what I didn't do? For those of you who are still here, I'll do this real quick. If you want like another quick little, if you don't feel like your eyes are bright enough, this is the Rodial Banana Lowlighter. I'll go in after my makeup is done, and I just put it just in the corner. And I will blend that out. It kind of just is like a top. It's not a concealer by itself, but is a top, like a topper, and it will brighten your makeup. And then you could just touch a little powder in there after. See how it brightened? And then you can use what's extra. I'm going to blend this out. I'm going to put my makeup away. Yeah, I really like it. You know who I saw using it, Bethany Frankel. But I like the bright look. I like that look. That's the look I go for. So it's perfect for me. Then I'll just add that in, and then I will, and I do it just like this at the very end. So, and then I will go in. I won't even put more powder on this brush. It's a great blender. And I'll just touch it again and pull any down to the side of the nose to accentuate that nose contour. All right, you guys. Now my nose itches, but all right, have a great Valentine's Day. Bye.